Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another anime first impression video. Welcome once again, guys. I try my best to pump out of these videos as much as possible, it's not going bad so far, to be honest. This is going to be on the Strongest Tanks Labyrinth Raids. That's the short version of the name, and then it has a tag to it, and it's super small. So I'm gonna get my phone super close. It says a tank with a rare 9,999 resistance skill got kicked from the hero's party, which explains basically the first episode, to be honest. Um, it's actually a pretty good series, but repetitive in the sense of I've read and I've seen series like this one. So I guess I'll explain it in a bit. But before anything, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you do subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can always follow me on social media in the description below. And I'm trying my best to keep up with the channel. Just it is a busy time in my life. I'm trying to keep up with finances. I think not the only person in this world that's struggling. I think a lot of people can agree it is a tough time right now just to uh, you know pay bills and keep up with everything. So, anyways, thank you for the love and support, and I'll try my best to continue posting these first impressions throughout the week. Okay. Um, what does this remind me of? Well, there's a series called Banished from the Heroes Party that I believe is releasing this. Is it releasing this season or did it start releasing last season? It started releasing last season, so that's one of the ones it reminds me of. It also reminds me of the Shield Hero, because that's kind of what it's the whole premises of the Shield does none of the work, right? So we meet our protagonist Rude in the first episode, and we kind of meet him in the middle of a fight. They're fighting this dragon, and I think anyone who is clearly watching the fight can see that he is a very important piece to the whole structure of the party, and um, that unfortunately is not seen by the party. They just see him as almost as a tool. Like he's just a shield. Right now, he is a pretty big tank shield guy. Like he has a massive shield, right? He can resist almost any attack, so much that he resists the attacks of a dragon. Now, he was losing HP quite quickly in that fight, and that is kind of discussed later on in the next scene, where he is kicked out from the party. Now, the big hero dude, you can tell what his goal is, right? He the party can only be 6 people. He invites there is at the moment it's only him, the shield guy, a girl who seems to be infatuated with the shield guy, and then twin girls that I guess are mages. Well, he invites 2 other girls, and there's now one too many, so they kick out the shield dude, and now the hero is left with a bunch of girls in his party, right? So you can tell what his goal was. He definitely is, you know, taking advantage of being famous and being well known through the community that he's kind of made his own harem, I guess, in his own way. So obviously not a good not a good sign, but the excuse he uses is that he is a liability. Like he was getting hurt too much during the last battle. That it seems like we're increasing in power and you're not, and he's like, well, like I don't know what's going on, but like we got through. Like I was doing my part, and he kind of just accepts his fate and goes on. Now, he's still rank F because technically he's never killed a beast, and that's because his whole premises is defense. So he's taken by a group of kids, and I say kids because compared to him, they're puny, right? And they have this mission to basically escort a priest to another city, a city that he wants to be in. So he decides to tag along, and in the city, or sorry, on the way to the city, they encounter a beast that's chasing a little girl. Now, the little girl happens to be, they have a specific word like humanoid or something like that. It's not humanoid, but it's something close to humanoid. Essentially, she is a slave that basically they take away their emotions. That way, their sole purpose is to serve. And only the priest and the shield guy notice, and the shield guy takes her under her wing after defeating the beast. Now, again, we see how, I don't want to say weak yet because he's definitely going to develop a offense to himself, but the weakness of how he was fighting is he was just taking the hits, and he told the kids, "I'll take the hits while you kill the snake. Right, the snake is going to be distracted with me because I have a power that attracts the monsters towards me, while you just kill it." And the kids basically, they told him that it was super easy to kill it because they definitely did nothing other than beat up a snake that was distracted. So he goes on his own with the girl. The girl ends up having a specific power that's very, very rare, and that is the ability to read one's abilities and how they work. Now, everyone has abilities and secret abilities that they don't know yet how they work, and he's super, super excited to hear about them. Well, he knows about the first two, which is basically attracting the monsters, and then the second one where he can sustain and get hits. He also has one that he kind of knew about, that he can resist attacks, specifically poison and stuff like that, while he's in battle. And then the last one is um, he takes all the attack attack points of his fellow party members. So if the party members are being attacked, he is the one that gets hurt, which is why he was losing so many points, was because while the party was fighting the dragon and getting hurt, he was receiving all the minus points from everyone. And it's like, "Oh yeah, we didn't, even get hurt, but got super hurt." It was bull. It was actually he has a secret power that he didn't know about, that takes the attack points that they're receiving all to him. So that in a nutshell is the first episode. It's not so betraying like Shield, or yeah, the Shield story that we all know about. But it's very much similar. Like he gets pushed away because of how his ability works. That's the whole premises of the Shield Hero anime. So this one's very similar to it. It's also very similar to being kicked out of the hero party because they don't understand his power, which is very similar to that series as well. And him essentially not knowing his full potential either, and not knowing that he could potentially be OP, which he will be. But yeah, we'll see. As of right now, doesn't seem like it's gonna be like a harem per se. A lot of these end up being like that. This one doesn't seem too much like it. It does seem like the girl that was in the other party that wanted to be his friend is gonna end up with him eventually. That's the girl on top, and then the little girl is kind of the slave. So I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be that bad of a series. Not top five, but it is actually a very interesting series. I'm probably gonna watch this one. This one has I have the feeling that this one might be dubbed as well. So hey, that's a plus for me. So thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. And you guys can follow me again on social media in the description below. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.